Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today, a Thursday here at MadWorldTarot. Today we're really looking at behavior and popularity or unpopularity. And the reason why we're doing it is that there is an opinion poll underway, and it's about the most disliked celebrity of 2024. Meghan Markle is currently number one of the most disliked celebrities. Harry is third, separated by Amber Heard. I think that they were right at the top in 2023 as well. The same vote that was run, it's done every year. Harry and Meghan right there at the top, most disliked celebrities. Thousands of votes, and it's ongoing. I want to know how this impacts her mental health, because it must be pretty difficult to deal with. If 6 or 7 years ago you were at the top of your game, you were getting married to the most popular member of the royal family, and there were thousands of adoring crowds lining the streets in Windsor, waving at you that beautiful May Day, and billions watching you on television all around the world. The whole world was at your feet, and now you're grifting as a sort of D-list celebrity, possibly struggling financially. Certainly the years of strife have taken their toll on looks, age, the rest of it. That's my opinion. I'm not body shaming, but you can see the impact of the stress physically, visually, what's going on internally, mentally. Guest speaker, who we all suspect might be, if not Meghan, someone very close to her. Guest speaker, of course, getting more strident by the day on the New York Post comments section, clapping back at people who are expressing extreme dislike, disgust at Parkle behavior. And guest speaker really sometimes looks like their behavior, their mental state is quite out of control. So this is an amateur look using the Rebel Heart Tarot. We are, of course, in the realm of tarot for fun and entertainment. We are speculating. It's all my opinion, my inexpert opinion. I am not diagnosing. I have no expertise in this area, but I want to know how difficult is this for somebody who certainly needs attention, who certainly wants to be princess, wants to be adored, expected that, and still seems to expect it, and still seems to be trying to get people on sides and to persuade people that she really is the most adorable person. She's just darling. Everybody who knows her well thinks she's fabulous. Lots of hugging people, hugging children, hugging random Nigerian men, hugging random Nigerian children recently, as we have seen. How's it going mentally? Is she on the way to some sort of crack up? The dissonance really between how she sees herself and what she reads about herself all over the place at this point. And not only reads, she must see, she must hear people talking about her, criticizing her, expressing really a lot of disdain for her. I could use much stronger words, but I won't, of course. And always there's a disclaimer in the box below. You may absolutely disagree. You may think that she's fabulous and the world is going fabulously for her. Let's see. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. Celtic Cross coming up. Rebel Heart Tarot telling me to rustle one more time. The cards are rustling. Shuffle one more time. And let's see. Let's see how she's handling this very difficult point in her journey, in my opinion. See what is her mental state right now, and how might it develop in future. That is where we're heading today with this reading. Celtic Cross. Suddenly getting dark as I'm laying the cards out on the tarot table. Interesting that the light suddenly dimmed. Two of Wands. That's the plan for global domination. The Two of Wands. Normally there is a globe in that card. Someone gazing out, thinking, well, the world is my oyster. It's there. I can have it all. I can do it all. Everything is possible with the right people, with the right plans, with the right partner. It's all going to be fantastic. It's brilliant. It's planning. It's partnering, it's brands, it's ideas whose time has come. Two of Wands. So far so good. That's very positive. That's very healthy. Where are we though? We are with the Five of Swords, and we are in reverse with this Five of Swords energy. It's the card of defeat, conflict and defeat, the Five of Swords. It can be external conflict, fighting with people, arguing literally, harsh words, recriminations, those kinds of things. It can also be your own mental conflict, and that's more for me where we are in this reading. We're in the realms of mental turmoil. The fact that the response that she's getting from the world doesn't reflect her own sense of herself and the energy that she thinks that she is putting out. And it's a Five of Swords in reverse, which is a card of really heavy defeat, of losing that conflict, of that conflict becoming impossible to endure. It's a very, very difficult energy, the Five of Swords, whether it's upright or in reverse. In reverse, it's intolerable, because it's telling me some sort of collapse is underway. And that is why I'm doing this reading. I'm doing this reading to see energetically whether she is surviving this and whether she will thrive, or whether this is going to provoke some sort of crisis for her. And I have crisis energy here for me as an energy reader with that Five of Swords in reverse. I have that already. So that's the situation. The challenge of this situation, that's bad card. What is the challenge? And we have the Six of Wands in reverse. The Six of Wands is all about victory, triumph, the triumphal homecoming kind of an energy, the ticker parade, everybody lining the streets to tell you how fabulous you are, which, as I said at the start of this reading, is what she had not so very long ago. And now it's all gone away. The Six of Wands has turned upside down. From being so popular, so successful, it's turned into the absolute opposite. Now really absolutely reviled in many quarters, criticized, judged, viewed as a failure. Her various attempts at being, for instance, a Dior ambassador or a successful film star. She announced when she went back to Hollywood, she was only going to work with A-list directors, other actors and things like that, the best of the best. And of course, nothing at all, not even Tyler Perry has offered her a role in a film of his. So she's failed, and she's failed, and she's failed at everything she has tried. And it's put her into a very difficult situation. What does she blame for the dislike? Down here, the root of this all, what does she believe is at the heart of it? And we have the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is messaging, and it's messaging about loyalty and popularity. The big thing that's coming through for me in this card, and we're going back to the same old thing. Page of Cups is famously in astrology and tarot. I've been talking about astrology to someone just before this reading. I'm getting my modalities mixed up. It's famously an apology. The Page of Cups. What is the Page of Cups? Who needs an apology? Who made whom cry over that dress fitting business. It all boils down to this. And if you read a guest speaker, if you can stomach it, it repeats and repeats and repeats. William allowed negative stories about Meghan to circulate in the press and didn't stop. And what were the negative stories? Well, there was Tiara Gate, what Meghan wants, Meghan gets. And there was the dress fitting disaster, the debacle, where Meghan made Catherine cry. And not only Catherine, she also possibly made Charlotte cry, possibly bullied, possibly worse than just verbal abuse. We don't know. That is the rumor. Guest speaker gets very agitated about this, and it's all William's fault for allowing the press to repeat these stories and not going out, putting a statement out to deny them, or the palace wouldn't deny them. They let the story get out there. And of course there are other stories, because there is that bullying report that has never seen the light of day, and that may well see the light of day at some point. It's here. It's all everybody else's fault. It's Prince William's fault. It's Catherine's fault. It's possibly even poor old Charlotte's fault, because it's a girl child in the Page of Cups. Also, it's the palace's fault. It's the racist Brit's fault for believing all these nasty stories about Meghan Markle, who's just the darlingest person ever, the dear sweet thing. And all of this was unleashed against her, and nobody ever apologized. And of course, Harry and Meghan still demanding apologies from the royal family for offences unknown. They're never quite clear about what apology they want and why they want the apology. They just want that apology. It's there. So what's her goal right now? Ten of Cups. She wants the happy ever after. She wants everybody to believe she's the best of the best of the best of the best, and to be restored to her high status as Queen of Hearts. It's really, she wants everyone to adore her. That illusion, because it's always an illusion, the Ten of Cups, of being the most popular, the most adored. She needs that. She needs that huge injection of adoration that is there in that Ten of Cups. It's very emotional. It's very fake, the Ten of Cups. For me as a reader, it's fake energy very often. She wants that. She wants the ticker parade. She wants the adoration. She wants people to cry in the street when she goes past. Like allegedly South Africans danced in the street when she married Harry. They celebrated, or we celebrated, let me not say they, we celebrated just as we celebrated when Nelson Mandela was released from prison. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. So past, how's it been going for her? This battle. And we got the Six of Swords in reverse. She can't catch a break. She can't move on from this Page of Cups energy. It all went wrong. And they packed their suitcases, or someone else packed their suitcases, I'm sure, and they left. That's the Six of Swords. They went overseas, they left, they exited, and they thought, as people very often do when they pack their bags and they go, they thought they were going to leave their troubles behind, but they didn't leave their troubles behind. Their troubles followed them. Six of Swords in reverse. What's coming next in terms of popularity and dealing with the intense dislike that she has sparked among people? How's it going to go in the near term? And we got the Four of Swords in reverse. And this is troubling energy because, as I say, I'm in the realm of mental health here, inexpertly, just looking at energy. Four of Swords is the resting and healing energy when it is upright. Someone taking time out to reflect and to contemplate, and perhaps to get some treatment, some counseling, to have a good rest. And stop thinking about these things, stop obsessing. Swords are mental energy, so obsessing is in there for me. It's in reverse. That's someone who's not going to let this rest. Somebody who might be spending night after night there in the comments section rebutting everything that people say. And people really are messing with her at this point, or whoever might be that commenter on New York Post in the comments section and wherever else, that they really are just provoking now for fun. Really, it's a game, it's a sport now, and she can't let it go. Four of Swords in reverse. She is irresistibly drawn to this kind of situation. I'm not saying she is guest speaker, but the energy is telling me that she can't rest, she can't let it go, she can't get perspective about this. This is in the coming energy that it's a level of exhaustion and almost illness, because the Four of Swords does have illness in it. And swords, of course, are mental energy. So there is a potential here for me as a tarot reader, an energy reader, that there could be some mental health problems as a result of this, or just exhaustion, very draining energy at the very least. How does she see herself? And we have the Hermit in reverse. The Hermit is somebody who takes time out to go and find their own guidance and their own truth and all of that. So from her own perspective, she has the sense of herself as very isolated. It is the alone card of the tarot, withdrawing, retreating, like the Four of Swords. It should be going within to find one's own truth, one's own guidance, purpose, all of that good stuff. In the reverse, I'm getting the sense here of extreme loneliness, isolation, not really having anyone around her that she can trust, that she can confide in, that she can get good advice from. That's what's coming through for me. There is, of course, Harry energy in here, because he is the Hermit, Major Arcana, Virgo card. Harry in reverse, Harry not around. Many people speculate that they're a for show couple. It might even be a contractual relationship, X years, 2 kids, and then that's it. There was that speculation constantly. For me, as an energy reader, whenever I read on them as a couple, I get the sense that behind the scenes they are separated, they live separate lives, and they're just a show in public for brand purposes, as they have done in Nigeria. We saw them off the plane in LA, she marching ahead, completely ignoring him. Job done. Who needs to pretend and clutch hands? A normal couple getting off a flight like that would be talking to each other. That was great, or that was terrible, or what happened. They would be in sync. They're not. And this is Harry not around, not supportive. Her perspective, right? I'm asking how she sees herself. She sees herself isolated, alone, and lacking his support. Tiny violins might be playing round about now, but my hearing's a bit compromised still from the sinus infection that I have had for quite a long time, so I can't hear them. Pressure she's under. There's a load of pressure in this reading already. The Magician in reverse. How to influence people into thinking that she's fantastic. It's the PR card, the Magician. Ari Emanuel, where are you when we need you? Can't force people, can't persuade people, can't bamboozle people into thinking that she's fabulous. That's not going to happen. She's trying very hard. She might be spending a lot of money on pumping out pieces about how fabulous she is and how popular she is, and everybody who really knows her thinks she's just great. The best friend that ever was, the best mother that ever was, the best wife that ever was, the best princess that ever was, but no one's buying it. The Magician in reverse. So hopes and fears for Megan with this crisis now of being so unpopular. Temperance card in reverse. That this is going to get worse. That's what she's worried about, because the Temperance card upright, balance, harmony, healing, people being good-natured and kindly and all of that, and harmonious energy, but it's in reverse. Feeling that the worried, not feeling, she's worried, according to this energy reading, that the energy is going to get more toxic towards her, because of course the Temperance is the angel of the tarot in reverse, the devil of the tarot, worried that it's going to get a whole lot more toxic. And I suppose perhaps there's a lesson in here. If you put out toxic energy, if you send out hate, if you send out your flying monkeys, at some stage they come back. And that, of course, is an interesting little life lesson. And one of the reasons I do these tarot readings here on YouTube is because of the little life lessons. Because, of course, all of this is archetypal, because we're dealing with the archetypal royal family. And so we can learn our own little lessons from their big lessons, all for the purposes of demonstration. So the outcome for Megan, is she going to get through this in a healthy mental state, or is this heading towards some crisis point? What's going to happen ultimately? Speak of the devil, and the devil appears, and this is a very scary devil in this card, in this tarot deck. Because it shows this mask kind of coming off. It shows something slipping. And for me, it shows in this context, it shows that the self is kind of fracturing. That's my inexpert opinion. Of course, I'm not diagnosing. But it's a troubling card when it's following the Four of Swords in reverse, and we're getting to this devil state here. The devil is an obsessive energy. It's an energy that can't see truth. The real point of the devil energy is that it's not truth. And so there is a situation that's coming where that mask could slip, where the grasp of reality could get really very tenuous. And I won't say more than that. I think you can all figure out your own interpretations of that card and how badly this could possibly go. And I don't wish harm on her, even though in my opinion she has really harmed others. I certainly am not setting out to wish any such outcome on anyone. I need to make that very clear. But the energy in this reading is pretty bad. It's really very toxic. We've got mental conflict, the Five of Swords in reverse. We've got inability to let it go, Four of Swords in reverse, and the devil as the outcome. Feeling very isolated, unable with the Magician card in reverse to bamboozle people and to persuade people that her perspective, this magical thinking that's in the Magician card that she seems to really believe in. Self-hypnosis. Lady C talks about self-hypnosis in her book. At some point it's all going to go very badly wrong, and it all comes down to this Page of Cups. It comes down to that one moment when things went wrong at that dress fitting. In my opinion, it's pretty wild, and the energy in this reading is pretty wild. I'm going to take a day off tomorrow. I've got places to go, people to see, things to do, but I will be back hopefully on Saturday for another reading. And thank you as ever for watching and supporting this channel, and I will see you again soon.